Part 3. Rama's journey with Vishwamitra and the breaking of Shiva's bow. After Rama's childhood in Ayodhya, where he grew up under the loving care of King Dasharatha and Queen Kushalya, the young prince began to show signs of valor, wisdom, and divine purpose. His serene demeanor and unmatched skill in archery caught the eyes of many, including the great sage Vishwamitra, who arrived at the royal court with a request that would change the course of Rama's destiny. Vishwamitra, known for his intense penance and spiritual authority, sought the help of Rama to protect his sacrificial rituals, yagnas, from constant disruptions by rakshasas, demons, particularly the fearsome Tataka and her sons. Despite initial hesitation, Dasharatha, advised by his court sages like Vasishta, agreed to send Rama along with Lakshmana, who insisted on accompanying his elder brother. Thus began the first real adventure in Rama's life beyond the palace walls, a journey through dense forests and sacred hermitages under the guidance of Vishwamitra. The sage not only trained the princes further in the use of divine astras, celestial weapons, but also shared knowledge and wisdom passed down from generations of rishis. Rama and Lakshmana absorbed the teachings with humility and dedication, their bond as brothers growing even stronger. Their first great test came when they reached the forest infested by Tataka, a monstrous Yakshini-turned-demoness who terrorized the region. Vishwamitra instructed Rama to confront and slay her, though Rama hesitated at first, mindful of the dharma that forbade harming women. But the sage reminded him that upholding righteousness and protecting the innocent sometimes required difficult choices. With determination and divine strength, Rama engaged Tataka in fierce combat. The battle thundered through the forest, and eventually, Rama released an arrow that ended her evil reign. This act, known as Tatakavada, was a defining moment. The world saw the first glimpse of Rama, not just as a noble prince, but as a divine protector of dharma. Grateful hermits resumed their rituals, and Vishwamitra, pleased, bestowed upon Rama a powerful set of celestial weapons, including Brahmastra, Indrastra, and Vayavastra, teaching him the mantras to invoke and withdraw each. These divine arms would later serve Rama in greater battles. But for now, the journey continued. The group proceeded eastward toward the kingdom of Mithila, ruled by the wise and dharmic King Janaka. Here, a grand event was unfolding, a Swayamvara, a ceremony for the princess Sita to choose her husband. But there was a catch. Janaka had promised that Sita, born of the earth and discovered while he was plowing the fields, would only wed a man who could lift and string the mighty bow of Lord Shiva, known as Pinaka. The bow was so heavy and sacred that no prince, king, or warrior had even managed to nudge it, let alone lift or string it. Among the many powerful suitors who had arrived and failed were kings from across Bharatvarsha. As Vishwamitra arrived with Rama and Lakshmana, the court was struck by their radiant appearance. Young yet noble, humble yet powerful. At the Swayamvara hall, Vishwamitra introduced Rama to King Janaka and requested that he be allowed to try his hand at lifting the bow. Though skeptical, Janaka agreed. The bow was brought in, carried by several strong men. The moment was charged with anticipation. Rama walked calmly to the great bow. With effortless grace, he bent down, lifted it like a garland, and in a moment that shook the very earth, he strung it. And the bow snapped into two with a thunderous roar. The hall fell into stunned silence, followed by ecstatic cheers. The gods rejoiced in the heavens, and sages hailed Rama's triumph. Sita, who had watched from behind a screen, felt her heart rejoice. The divine plan had unfolded perfectly. She stepped forward, garland in hand, and placed it around Rama's neck, choosing him as her husband in the ancient custom. The air shimmered with divine blessings as the couple's union was sealed, a union not just of man and woman, but of Vishnu and Lakshmi, Dharma and Shakti. News of the event traveled fast. Dasharatha was invited to Mithila, and the wedding was celebrated with grandeur. Not just Rama and Sita, but the three other brothers, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna, were also married to Sita's cousins, Mandavi, Urmila, and Shrutakirti. It was a union of two noble dynasties, Ikshvaku of Ayodhya and Videha of Mithila. Thus, this part of the Ramayana concludes with the victorious journey of Rama from Ayodhya to Mithila, where he proved his valor, upheld dharma, and found his divine partner. The seeds of destiny were sown, setting the path for future events: exile, battles, separation, and eventual triumph.